Everyone, hope everything is going well. You guys and gals know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. Follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Got this card back from Bob Griese, none other than the great quarterback for the Dolphins and famous announcer. Now, his son, Brian Griese, played for my Bears, and if he had started, rather than the management forcing Rex Grossman as quarterback, the Bears would have beaten Peyton Manning and the Colts. But should have, could have, would have. He could have joined his dad and been a great quarterback. At least winning one Super Bowl, but didn't happen for Brian. Regardless, I wanted to touch base on content creation moving forward. And ultimately, in my opinion, content creation will be soft. What do I mean by soft? That a lot of people are not going to be going after spicy stories. Now, a lot of spicy stories weren't even discussed. Only a few channels have really discussed this. But there are a few channels, which I do applaud. They do talk about these issues. Now, the thing is, if you have sponsors, I get it. There's a limitation on what you can say. I've stated this numerous times. So I don't blame the people, but I'm just observing from an unbiased point of view. Sponsorships prevent hard-hitting stories from coming about, from people discussing it. And sometimes you'll have people in the industry come after truth seekers, people who ask questions, people who want to speak the truth, people who aren't scared of the good old boy network. And it's just quite unfortunate. As we know, Fanatics is going to be taking over a huge part of the industry. They came out for new rules for retailers that order product from them. And they have a code of conduct. You basically can't criticize anyone. And the thing is, if you want sponsors, or if you want Fanatics as your sponsor, and I don't blame you guys and gals for that, you have to be very careful what you say. You have to keep the industry in a very positive light. You cannot discuss taboo issues. What I noticed last week, Dan the Cardman had a very good video regarding some Lamar Jackson cards. And we were discussing that, hey, not many channels, maybe except Coach Co, who's on TikTok. He's pretty big on TikTok. And he discussed this, that there seemed to be some hanky-panky going on with this Lamar Jackson card. Potentially a swapped patch, okay? And once again, his video went viral, but the Good Old Boy Network decided not to cover it at all. And here's the thing. You're not going to see a lot of people talk about these hard-hitting issues. And if they do talk about hard-hitting issues, like I stated before, they're going to discuss it when there's actually the mainstream media talking about it. I remember talking about PWCC when things were on the verge of blowing up. And I ran with some of the tips that I was getting. P. Ryan had corroborated this information in one of his videos in the fall of last year. And I was talking about it. And I clipped old videos of individuals from PWCC. Or there's a video from PWCC where this one dude had his kid basically borrow, $80,000 for a John Morant card. And that's just flat out ridiculous. Literally no one wanted to touch that story. I think Sports Card Radio shouted me out for that. And they've discussed how ridiculous that was. And now PWCC isn't around. And people only felt comfortable talking about it when PWCC was on the verge of blowing up, or when they blew up. No offense, once again, to anyone who covered it. Once again, props for covering it. But ultimately, if there's delayed truth, then that's a huge problem for the quote-unquote community, in my opinion. And ultimately, there won't be that many channels around that will speak the truth when it actually matters, rather than Monday morning quarterbacking. What I've noticed is that there's a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking in this hobby, and ultimately, if you want to hear the truth, you have to go to maybe a few outlets on Instagram and a few outlets on YouTube, and that's where you'll hear it. Because ultimately, most people are scared of their sponsors. Most people want to, quote-unquote, take the ticket. And it's just quite unfortunate, in my opinion. But it is what it is. I do get part of it. If you have a family, you got to feed them. If your house keeps on breaking down, okay, there may be financial reasons why you do that. But if you don't have financial issues, and you're just clout chasing just for that extra sponsorship dough, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, guys and gals, let me know what you think about this. Do you think content creation will be soft? Because I do think it will be. Anyways, remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Thank you. Bye.